Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Papa Bale. Welcome to the channel. Alright, so we're going to get an amp reading. A DC amp reading. Huh. Are we dead already? Yeah, it might be. Wow. Well, we're gonna charge up then, I guess. It doesn't make any sense though, I just did this. Maybe it's excessive use. Yeah, that. We got a pink light right there. It's just amazing how much ampage this thing is starting to draw. I mean, last time I ran 9 volts on the power supply, it did 5.6 amps. And now when I hook up this series circuit of the 26 gauge strands on this drive coil, that was a mouthful. So yeah, I think this is right. Five. Is that right though? No, that's not right. 5 comes out, 5 goes in. Yeah, gotta leave the end out. And then I'm looking for a 6. Find it. Oh no. Oh no. Um, that might be our 5th power supply, cable. And this one we might be alright. That's exactly what it is. Because I had 10 transistors, but I've only hooked up 8 of them. We're good. Six. Seven. Wow. You know, my tremor combined without being able to see very well is very cool. Yeah, I'm being sarcastic. I mean, it's so neat that I wish, you know, I wish it would go away and work, function correctly. That's what I really wish. Where's the 8? Now we just need the 8. I marked all these thinking this was going to be easier to do, and I was just way off. Now I am short a core, though. Kind of want to make another one. I got material to make another one with iron filings. So that's the only kind that'll fit in these wide holes. I get these little tubes with a pre-roll in them. I fill it up, and then I wrap some tape around it. It fits right in there. When I say iron filings, I mean that stuff that when you put it on a magnet, it looks like a tree that's growing or a bush. That stuff. I put that stuff in here. Put it right in this good old pre-roll tube, and I shove it in the hole. And you get some magnetic, flux. It's not as good as having one of these soft iron cores in there, but it's all right. Because no matter how much you fill this thing up, there's always going to be margin for error. All right. So I want to work that's weird. Oh, never mind. I want to work this coil that I just made into, well, you know what? Since we're adding stuff, there's about 4,000 turns of 32 that we can add as well, because there's 2 strands in this trigger coil. I just did that for this reason, probably specifically. And I mean, when I started, I guess people were thinking that I was trying to do perpetual motion, which I have no interest in at the moment. Sorry to burst everybody's bubble. I'm not trying to make this thing spin forever on its own power. It's not what I'm doing. I thought it was neat, so I put it together. Took me a long time to get it to where it's at now, and I know it can be better. I've seen better. I've seen way better. Not different, better. Like, an engineer put that shit together. When you're looking at this is kind of loosey goosey. It's, it kind of more conforms to me than me conforming to it. And if that, isn't good, then oh well. But, okay. All right, now this hooks to 5. All right. And then 8 will hook to the black probe. Let's see what we can do about that? Yeah, this is a long one. This will work. This will work just right, actually. Wow, like fate almost. We're letting that meter charge up, and then we're going to get an amp reading with these two new additions. Should be pretty awesome. We got 4,000 more turns of 32 gauge and another 800 turns of 26 gauge. Now if I hook this up right, we're going to let that charge just a little bit longer and we're going to give it a test run. All right, let's unplug her, turn it on. DC amps. Let's see what we can get off of. We're just going to do 5 volts right now for a test. Look at those amps go up. Holy cow. Unreal. We're already at almost 2.5 or 1.5 amps of the DC variety. 2 amps. So that's what I was feeling when this thing shocked me. That's freaking, it's wicked. But when I noticed it was like a zap. It wasn't like a continuous shock. We're at 5 in, 2.1 amps going in, and look at that, 2.6 coming out. But we've stabilized, it looks like. This is just 5 volts though. Very cool. Alright, we're at 2 amps in. Oh, I think it's starting to shake. So we get about 2.5 amps. Hey, little man.
How high did that go?
2.5 amps. Now let's change it up to voltage. And we'll turn it on. Look out.
How much you gonna turn it on?
5.
5.
Alright, and this is the DC voltage coming out along with that 2.5 amps to make your wattage. And it's roughly around, 230 watts. I'm willing to wager.
I think everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that?
Yeah, everybody that watched this video.
Everybody that watches this video already knows what's going to come out of there.
No, everyone that watched the full video.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, if they watch the full video, they'll get all the information. Because it's kind of scattered sometimes. But you know, you get about 125 volts, 130. And you get 2.4 amps. Hey, wonder, what's 130 times 2.5?
Is it 922?
I'll figure it out. Let's
Yeah.
see here. So 130 times 2 is 260. And then 130 divided by 2 is going to be 500, or no, 50. No. Yeah, 50.
So is it
What's half of 30?
half 15? Yeah, 15.
So 65. About 320. Close to that.
Yeah, I see in the minus 600.
But I lost my math train. That's what I'm calling it. I like the math rain. Could kind of see the numbers just kind of fall into place.
Like I couldn't figure out what that was because I thought you were talking about 600 more. So that's why I said that. I know what it equals, but I thought you were saying
It's about 320.
320. I thought you were talking like about 100 more or something.
Wait a minute. Yeah, no, that's right. 325. Wow, that's a lot of watts. I think we're going to have more success running
I can lift up your hamper.
stuff with that energy than we did previously. All right, but you saw it. You know, we got those are the amps, and then the same. We tested the amps and the volts, and the same. The only thing we didn't look at is the frequency. Should we look at the frequency?
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the frequency.
It's only been 11 minutes and 17 seconds, and we're doing it right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the frequency. There it is. All right, here we go.
All right, let's go. There it goes. It starts to go very fast. I'm gonna check the VR. And see if
With
it's
9 magnets on the rotor
Let me check this.
and the speed that it's going, where our average
Yeah, it's okay.
frequency is much higher than 60. We got about 90, 92, 3, 4, 5, 6, 100. We got 100 frequency.
Yeah,
This is 5 volts, man. This is nuts.
This is working.
But you know, this is right now it's a 8 transistor connection. About 163. Highest I've seen, 466, 71. Holy cow, man. Frequency keeps going up. Just imagine if I did a 9 volt, this on 9 volts. That'd be sick. Be getting readings up the wazoo.
I was seeing if the VR was
this is interesting. The wave that's coming off of our string of coil here. If anybody could explain that to me, that would be interesting. I would listen. Because our south pole appears to be stretched out, and our north pole is kind of spiky.
I can see good with this on.
That is the most interesting sine wave I've ever seen. You get some sporadic spikes on the bottom, on the south side. At 5 volts, we're getting 500 volts peak to peak spikes. Looks like about 110 hertz. Alright, I'm going to cut it. That's awesome. Oh, that is so cool. That is a lot of energy right there, man. Let me explain what's hooked up. We got a 26 gauge 800 turn coil hooked up in here. We got a 4,000 turn 32 gauge right here. 22,000 32 gauge with a core. 20 gauge with an iron core. 666 turns. 10,500 turns, 32 gauge with an iron core, and this one's got 26 at 800 turns with an iron core. So we're literally gonna pull about 3 amps, 2.5 amps, and about 130 volts of DC electricity.
This one's still new, it's not broken.
All right, we've done enough for right now. I'll get back to you. Thank you very much. Peace out. Have a good day. Please subscribe. Bye now.